Hi, Annie.
Hi, hello.
How are you doing? You look lovely in pink.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling a bit raspberry beret. That always comes in my head when I get this particular jumper on. Um, I'm good. It's been an interesting week with that planetary alignment, and now we've got our wonderful new moon bouncing in,
Yeah,
giving us another woo. So
it has been. Yeah, yeah,
I found it actually really interesting because it's given me a focus and it's like clear away the clutter, get
yeah.
yourself in alignment. So it'll be interesting to see what the cards have to say for us. Has your week been good?
Yes, yeah. I've definitely felt the alignment. Not sleeping so well, but I never really do on a new
Yeah,
moon.
yeah,
I'm more affected by the new moon than the full moon. But it's a wonderful energy.
yes, yeah.
Very much, as you say, um, it's that nice little push forward. The transformation is going to be happening. Look forward to all this
Yeah.
and be there. I did my little blog on it, and what I channeled was embracing the kindred spirit.
Mm,
I really feel that the people around you
mm,
um, are the ones that are going to give you that push as well.
mm.
Definitely.
And it's interesting when I did my letters last night, what came through very strongly was about communication,
Yes.
really grabbing that sort of Gemini energy to communicate and get
Yeah.
your point out there.
Yeah.
So, like you, yes, the sleep's been a bit,
Yeah. I think I channeled change, communication, and connection.
yeah,
There were the three C's that I
yeah,
got.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that certainly, I would really agree with that. Totally embrace what you got there. So let's see what the cards have to say. I have gone for my lovely moonologies.
I love them. I love them. I love them.
They're working well at the moment, so we'll keep going with those. And I've gone back to Divine Feminine.
Well, is the
Um,
year old? Mhm.
yeah, very, very much drawn to the real flow of the moon as the Divine Feminine. That planetary alignment really pulled me into a sort of alignment. And then it's been followed by this beautiful new moon, which for me has felt very strongly about bringing that creativity out. So yeah, she's the divine feminine's popped in. So I'm going to get us some cards and see what we're working with for the next couple of weeks, which will be really nice to know. It's certainly interesting. The year seems to just have well, we're nearly halfway through, Gwen. Where's it gone?
Was it 6 months till Christmas next week?
Yeah.
Someone told me.
It's like, what? Oh dear. And I don't know, it's just everything seems faster. I've been out mowing the garden and trying to deal with weeds and things, and they're like flourishing. Everything's flourishing. And even I'll always leave a little bit, like a wild bit, if I can.
Yeah, no, nice.
And so I was doing no more May, and I had to like mow it once, but I'd left this other bit, and it's like, wow, it's exploding with flowers, and the bees were out, and the butterflies, and it was like, oh, yeah. Right, okay. Oh, this is a good card. I love this one. We've got the last quarter moon in Aries card.
Okay.
This is work through your feelings. And very much we are being asked to sort of in this energy to communicate with ourselves
Yeah.
and to check in, what am I feeling? If I've got this, if I've got this plan or this dream, what does it feel like? Does it feel, yeah, incredible, or does it feel and to go through that process. I think sometimes it's easy to distract yourself or get busy or ignore what you're actually feeling in any given moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel with this beautiful softer edge of this Gemini moon is all
Mm,
about, come on, you know you're feeling something. Don't hide it away. Check
yeah.
out if it's useful to you or not.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting when we think about the next 2 weeks. We're rising to the full moon where we get that big, full on beam of energy. But it's a full on moon that can release us because we tip into waning then. So if we're paying attention to what we feel, there's a really, really good opportunity for releasing. Now it's paired with Isis,
Oh,
a
lovely.
magical queen,
Yes,
um,
definitely.
or a magical goddess, if you like. Um, and for Isis, it says on the card, my pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. And of course, you know what Isis wanted us to understand was our sexual energy is sacred. Our desire and our passion to create, because sexual energy is actually in the end about creating life, creating pleasure, creating passion. And what's magical, I think, at the moment is we're being given that reminder to be passionate about ourselves,
Yeah.
to remember that we need to come back to life. If we're doing something that deadens us, that makes us think, oh, life's hard or life's heavy. It's quite funny because I'm laughing because in the garden I was more.
Annie, your voice has gone off.
Oh, was it? Oh, now.
I can't hear you.
Oh, how odd. Just bear with me a minute. Let me
Oh,
just
that's it.
see. Am I back?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It just says my internet connection is unstable. Well, it is Gemini moon. I was just going to say in the garden, I was pushing away with my little mower. You know, I've a big patch to mow, but a little mower. And it was going so easily. And I was just saying to myself, I've no reason to think life's hard because look how easy this is. And,
Yeah.
don't be a life's hard person, Annie. And I think that's what Isis is reminding us. Don't make it hard. Don't make it heavy. Don't make life so challenging that you can't find the magic that's in there and the delight that there is in life. Come back to life. So that's a really nice sort of reminder to us. Let's use this new moon energy to wish for whatever we need.
I
Yeah.
remember my grandmother always saying to me, there's a positive in everything,
Mhm.
however big, however small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for me as well, Isis reminds us the magic sometimes is happening in the background.
Yes.
We don't know it's happening until bing, the trick's been played and we've got all that wonderful stuff. What's paired up in this little set, because I've done 6, is new moon in Aquarius and
Right. Okay.
cherry blossom.
Hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful blossom. And this one is all about opening up to change. I think sometimes people mistake Aquarius and think, oh, perhaps it's maybe very logic, very analytical, very let's sort this out. But actually, Aquarius is also about how do things move you.
Hmm.
And I love this idea, this reminder that what is happening this year is change, big
Yeah.
change. And it's best not to fight it or pretend it's not happening. It's like our feelings, it's best to embrace it and to work on the bits that don't fit for us.
Hmm.
as much as the bits that do fit for us. Now, when I showed the box, as I was putting it down, I was going, "Oh, you're always lovely." And that's Mary Magdalene, in which cards come out.
She's
But
come out. How wonderful.
yes.
How wonderful.
Again, the apostle to the apostles. Um, in the Nag Hammadi documents, she's often referred to as Sophia, or perhaps compared to wisdom. Sophia represents wisdom. Lots of people take Sophia to represent Holy Spirit. Mary Magdalene, for me, has that same kind of Kuan Yin quality, the bridge between heaven and earth,
Yes.
the person who intercedes, the person who kind of sees that life's hard at the moment, and sort of says, right, could you point some divine grace at that person? Yeah, could something random and beautiful happen for that person? And what Mary Magdalene also reminds us, and again, it's interesting about that Gemini stuff, I am human, but I'm also divine.
Yes.
I've got that spark of divinity in me. And I think sometimes when we're worried about change, or anxious, or even resistant to change, we're forgetting that we are a divine being, and that in the background, underneath all this human stuff, is this beautiful, strong spirit encouraging us. Look, you're on a little trip to the human side. You'll be going back.
Yeah.
Don't take it so hard. And a bit like Aquarius, don't overthink it, don't overanalyze. Get on with it, because that's the thing you're here to do. So I love that she's bringing that energy in, and that we're going to have that energy with us for a couple of weeks. um the last card that came out is the first quarter moon in Capricorn.
Okay.
She's just there. There it is, shining and bringing its light. And the card says, unleash your kindest self. Now, the biggest problem we have is we're very unkind to ourselves. And this is back to, how do we communicate with ourselves, about ourselves? Do we acknowledge our love and compassion for ourselves? Do we acknowledge our abilities? Do we praise ourselves? And I feel like we've got this reminder here. Come on, communicate effectively with yourself. Step back from harshness. Step back from making yourself appear in front of the headmaster every day. Step back from that and allow yourself that you are going through change. Allow
Yeah.
that you are a person of positivity and good qualities and merit. Along with that has come another card I adore, the white the white buffalo calf woman. I always get it muddled up.
Whoa.
Okay, very, very strong shamanistic energy. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
She's called the prophetess of the sacred way. And so she's here to show us how to be kinder to ourselves. She's here to show us how to be kinder to each other. The card says, my heart is compassion. The path of love is true abundance. And again, I feel like she's giving us that shove. Come on, be kind, be compassionate, care for yourself as much as you care for others, perhaps a smidgen more.
Yeah.
And remember that anything that you do, if you are doing it with compassion, with kindness, with love, you're walking the right path. You walk in the path to your higher self,
Yeah.
to the highest vibrations. And what we might experience with her is grace, random acts of kindness, we could call them, I suppose, people singing our praises, people thanking us, people trying to show us. Now, that also means that we can do the same. We can thank, we can praise, we can smile, we can give someone a few minutes of our time. We can take time for each other, because it then is us walking in the right energy on the right path.
Definitely.
Some very lovely cards there. I'm delighted they've come out. So over to you. Let's see
To
what
me.
let's do.
Okay, so I'm using my Sea Soul Journey cards. Whoa,
Oh
hold on.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've
Yeah.
got my camera around the wrong way. So, and my Elemental Oracles.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I do love them. So
Mhm.
yeah, interesting that the elements came out in all my cards this time. So
Mm.
right, I'm going to do the sea cards.
Mhm.
Shuffle the sea cards. I think I'm going for 3, and that's, if you remember, these sea cards are sort of double-sided, so they have messages that can give. And I shall pull 3 of the elemental cards as well. Oh, right. It makes so much sense. It just come out like they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so so the back of the card, that's the card for moving forward.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what we've got is, so I've got my camera in wrong. Let me just do something. No. Oh, why isn't it working
Oh,
today?
that's nice.
It's persist.
Waves. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the
Yeah.
persistent card.
Mm.
And it's saying, may your ripples
Mm.
build and swell. And like you were saying, Annie, you
Mm.
know, there's things bubbling up inside of us, and we
Mm.
need to, release it.
Mm.
And that's the negatives and the positives.
Mm.
And and I mean, that really does remind me of Devon, that scene. It reminds me of Shelston Beach in Devon.
Well,
That's
you know
weird,
which
that is.
beach I'm on with that one, don't you?
You are. You're up at Sandgreen, aren't you?
I
Yeah.
am, yes, because it looks very similar.
Oh, it does. It's got the same landscape behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it is this persistence.
Mm.
And I think, as you said, Annie, this new moon is giving us this, we've got to go forward now.
Mm.
We've built up all through the year,
Mm.
we're halfway through the year, and it's now that we need to push ourselves forward. With that is, and I always say, if I'm pulling 3, this is like a pass card. We
Mm.
have this. Can you see it? Okay, my
Yeah,
camera not. Yeah.
yeah,
So she's sort of really shadowed herself,
yeah.
and it's called the Moon card. So this is the Moon card, but it's
Mm.
about the darkness that's
Right.
maybe been with us,
Yeah.
and we're sort of in this new moon energy now. So I think it's the time for that transformation to happen. There's
Right.
things to move forward, and as I say, it's, because it's the third card, the first card out of 3.
Mm.
I take this darkness to be where we've maybe felt,
Mm-hmm.
and it is now time to move forward. Um, and she's holding herself like this,
Yeah.
as if to say, I really don't know whether I'm ready, but
Yeah.
I think, we'll see what happens next. But I
Yeah.
really, well, it's with the persist card,
Yeah.
so I think that says it all.
Yeah.
Um, we we've then got this one, which on the back has got that, which is the gratitude and awe,
Ooh,
and
lovely.
this one, a beautiful rainbow.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, beautiful rainbow.
Yeah.
And this is the gratitude card.
Mm.
So, although it's gratitude and all here, but it's actually the main card, the gratitude card. And it's saying you must honor all that you receive. And
Oh.
it's like you were saying, Annie,
Mm.
we give, but we've got to think of ourselves too. And we've got to bring that in, because, rainbow to me is always like transformation.
Mm.
Be
Mm.
grateful for what you've now got. Be grateful for your plan that you have been planning,
Mm.
and take it forward for the transformation that needs to happen, you know. And the sea itself is a beautiful light color.
Yeah.
So to me, it's clear. It's
Yeah.
clear where we need to go.
Yeah.
It's clear.
What's interesting, it's like double helping of gratitude, almost
It
like
is.
it's like
It
Gemini
is on
double
the back
helping.
and on the front. Yeah.
Yeah, so really feeling that gratitude and expressing that gratitude. Yeah,
Oh
fabulous.
yeah. And
Mhm.
with that is the air card. So here we
Oh,
have, I don't know whether you can see, those
yeah,
horses?
yeah,
Yeah, beautiful horses.
yeah,
Um, and you know, they're going up like this and they're
mm,
ready to go.
yeah,
Um, and this is the motion card, as in, you know, motion. So
yeah,
it's saying, well, all cards are
get
saying
going.
it's the time to move forward,
Mm,
the time to move forward. They're ready to go.
mm,
Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful
mm.
white horses, the purity of them,
And
you
just
know.
the power of horses. Horses for me always represent strength.
And look how strong those clouds are as well, because the sea
Yeah,
is down here,
yeah, yeah,
and here's the moon here, and
yeah.
this is what's coming out of the clouds. So from the universe, you will find your strength. That's just gone.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, and what we can do about it, and interesting, on the back, that's the card for self-compassion.
yeah.
So interesting. You've already talked about that. And this one is some rocks, and the sea is,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
flowing over the rocks. There's
yeah.
a little bit of strength in those, in the waves, but
Mm,
it's like the two go together.
yeah.
And this is the resilient card.
Mm,
And it says, may your soul weather the storms. So again, all through this persisting with the ripples, honoring things, you know, gratitude,
mm,
and your soul will weather the storm. Do not have any doubt.
mm.
You know, it is about self. Do not have any doubt in self. You know, because that's the self-compassion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't believe this. The card underneath it is the storm card. So
Okay.
the sea card is saying weathering the storms. This is the storm card. She's
Yeah.
there, and she's
Mm,
taking the power of the lightning and the thunder,
yeah.
and she is sitting on someone's palm.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
and so very much a cleansing. I feel she's receiving a
It,
real cleansing.
yeah, it's interesting because it also means you're supported, doesn't it?
It does. That's a good point, Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
you know, one of the interesting things as well is in a way the storm is sheltering her.
It is.
I think sometimes
May,
we
oh, I've got that Frozen song now. May the storm clouds. The cold didn't bother me anyway. Yeah,
anyway, yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I'm
definitely.
supported with, you know, beneath and above. I'm sheltering. Um
Yeah.
and
And the emotion is pouring from
yeah,
the palm, but she's in a beautiful green grass.
mm-hmm,
So the
yeah.
roots are growing underneath her too,
Mm.
you know.
It's really
So
weird when, but the way you hold that card, it looks to me like the picture makes a face. The clouds are the
oh
eyebrows,
yes,
and
there's the
there's two
eyes.
eyes and a nose.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
yeah. So a sense
So
of
that is you, sort of thing, isn't it? So just
yeah,
remember, this is you. You are being supported,
mm,
you are being cleansed,
mm.
and you know, I feel it's a very powerful card with that storm above her.
Well, for me, it kind of um it feels like a masculine, but it feels like a masculine that is very much a guide, you know, very much you know, whatever the thunder and lightning going on around you, you've got this, we will make it so, we will make it all
Make
be
it so,
okay. Yeah,
which balances that divine feminine that's
yeah.
here for the year.
Well,
Yeah,
that to me is where the hand is, because that's the cup,
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So
That's
so
a really nice card to finish with. I think that's right. That
absolutely.
sort of concluded everything that we've said, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
And it's very powerful. Yes, I can see that face. It's quite, I
yeah.
can't not see that face now.
But it's
Yeah,
lovely, isn't it? I think that for me, the cards are both sets of cards are reminding us we are held, we are
yeah.
sheltered, we are safe. So crack on with making those changes, whatever you need to do.
Be resilient,
Yeah,
persist,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and just take the gratitude and the abundance, like you were saying, that, the gratitude and abundance that's coming through at the minute,
yeah.
allow the universe to give it to you.
Mm,
Embrace it.
yeah,
Embrace it, I thought.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna have a good 2 weeks.
I really got a feeling we're going to have a good 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's focus on that beauty of that new moon's energy. New
definitely.
beginnings, beautiful. Yeah,
Change, communication, and we're going to get. I've got another scene now. I've got like the clarity and the creativity and everything that's going to
yeah,
come forward. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I've got the
Brilliant.
sea.
That's why I
Mm.
love doing these cards.
I do. I
Yeah,
do. Yes. Yeah.
brilliant. Okay, my darling. Thank you very much. I've
And
really
it's just a
enjoyed that.
reminder to anybody that's watching that if you want to get in contact with us, we're doing charity readings this month.
Yeah,
So
enjoy.
we're donating the money to SANS, the Sudden and Neonatal Death Charity, which is very close to my heart.
Mm,
And so if anybody wants a personal reading from either Annie or myself, please get in touch. It's £15, but everything is going to SANS. Yeah,
absolutely. Such a good cause to be
yes.
working for this month, and such a good cause to raise awareness of that the charity's there to help people.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's a delight to do that. Of course, people can always subscribe to our
yeah,
videos or
yeah,
share them, even if they find them helpful and they think, oh, somebody else needs to listen to this. Please pass it on. We're more than
yeah.
delighted if you do.
Yes,
So
definitely.
thank you very much, Gwen.
Oh, thank you, Annie. Love it.
I will
And I'll
see
see you
you
at full moon.
at full moon. Exactly.
Oh.
Take care, darling.
Bye.
Bye.